Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the After Hours Gaming League Season 3 in Terra. We're going into the ace match. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be Alkaline Wastes.
And it is going to be a TVZ, which is awesome! We have Uber Dabbing versus Sushi Slayer, which should be really, really exciting. We already saw some of Uber Dabbing's play earlier in Game 2, so I am excited to see this, and Alkaline Wastes is a great map, and this is the rubber match, and we are going to do this and end this series upright. While Dr Zealot dances.
Oh my gosh. That was me being excited, and the reason why I'm so excited, why I'm like throwing out my fists and like getting pumped, is because it's Uber Dabbing and Sushi Slayer, two of the strongest players from each of these teams. So, you know, we saw Uber Dabbing earlier in the series with some strong Hellbat play. Sushi Slayer, we saw earlier in the series with some incredible defense and Zerg reaction that I really love to see out of these kinds of players. Who will win? We'll find out here in just a moment.
Game resumed.
I'm actually interested. It's interesting to note that Storm8 has given us a lot of info on their players and stuff, because we don't know too much about either of these teams. As Dr Zealot said before earlier in the cast, it is their first time here at the AHGL in Season 3. They did not play in Season 1 or 2. So I'm really interested to see what kind of play we're going to see from these players. And we have seen very strong plays earlier in the series from them. But I love that GREE's motto is they have two Koreans. That is their motto. We have two Koreans.
This is actually true.
Yes, if you look at the AHGL website, they have two Koreans, and that is what they are banking on, as all of the world banks on having a Korean, which is pretty, you know, it's legit, because Koreans are very good at everything for some reason.
Oh my god, Tara, I just realized something.
What did you realize, Dr. Zealot?
I need two Koreans in my life.
You need two Koreans?
I need two Koreans, like, to work with professionally, because everything that would make everything much better. And then plus, you know, once we're done with work, we could go home and play StarCraft.
Absolutely. I have one Korean.
That's like totally racist. You shouldn't. No, just terrible.
It's not racist unless it's negative. And since we're like really pumping it up and kind of using that like silly little stereotype that we have here in the StarCraft community, it's not that bad.
That's true. Okay, so it's a stereotype.
It's just a stereotype that they're really good at everything.
You're right.
The Terran player here.
But they are.
The Terran player here, getting back into the game, is opting for an early gas.
Oh.
It looks like. Oh. What happened?
Did you see that?
I missed it.
He dropped the supply depot and then did a little bit of halt micro. And if he doesn't react quickly, this supply depot is going to go down 30 HP, 25 HP, and 20 HP. Oh, okay, he gets it. Okay. Phew.
But it looks like the little drones here are going to be attacking each other. The drone and the SCV. Oh no, the SCV is running away. He's like, I don't want to die today. I don't want to die. I tried to start this supply depot. I need to finish it. It is my goal in life. And he is running around the map.
Yeah, actually.
Meanwhile, Uber Dabbing.
he does need to finish that fairly quickly, or else he's gonna get supply blocked. And oh, that Marine comes out, and that means he's gonna go finish that now.
Absolutely, he does have a little bit of time, but that was pretty interesting little micro battle there with the drone and the SCV. The SCV is in Sushi Slayer's base scouting, seeing that he has dropped the spawning pool and is almost finished. And it looks like we're having pretty standard play here, except for the Terran player does look like he's going to tech into mech or something of the sort, because he does have gases. Early gases, a factory going down, a reactor on the barracks, which means he's probably going to spit out some Hellions.
It's going to be Hellion, and if we know anything about Uber Dabbing, he loves Hellbats, so I fully expect him to drop down a starport after this and get out one, maybe two medevacs, and then just get himself across the map as quick as he possibly can and just destroy his opponent.
I agree, Dr. Zealot. I would like to see how that play works against a Zerg player who is a little bit more mobile, can run up there with his lings and kind of protect much quicker than a Terran player can with Reapers or something similar.
Oh, this is going to be...
And I would... Oh, look! He got that poor little SCV there. And I believe that was the one that was trying to survive in the first place, but he did finish that supply depot, so he did finish his life's work.
These Zerglings, they were pretty hungry. Now, if you run into a situation where you run into this case where you see Hellions on the map, because because Hellbats are definitely a real option, the way you can combat this is actually by spreading your creep as a Zerg player. So if you spread the creep, especially between the main and the natural, then you can combat that by having the increased movement speed on, you know, your Zerglings and your Roaches and whatnot. Let's see if Sushi Slayer decides to do that. These Hellions are going to take map control.
Oh, and we do see it. There is a medevac in production for Uberdabbing. It looks like he is going to do maybe some drop play, and I am really excited to see this against a Zerg player. But meanwhile, Sushi Slayer is getting a bunch of Lings out on the map. He wants to make sure that he doesn't lose this very early on. He doesn't have any kind of, like, protection here, really. And it looks like Uberdabbing might be able to come in and do some damage.
Yeah, there's no Roachhorn up at the moment, and it's gonna be a one base all-in style play from Uberdabbing. Going ahead, he already has the armory done, so these guys, these Hellions, can turn into Hellbats at any moment. They're, let's see, there's 6 on the map right now. He has 2 more coming out. Does he have an additional medevac? Yes, he does. 2 medevacs on the map with Ignite Afterburners ready to rock. This is gonna be crazy right now. There they go, the transformation, and they're gonna move across the map, and zoom, there they go, Tara.
Oh my god, I am absolutely tingly with excitement to see how this plays out for the Terran player. The Zerg player is not opting to wall off with any kind of Evo chambers or anything like that, but I do want to note, have you seen the animation, the new animation here in Heart of the Swarm for spreading your creep? The creep actually goes underground as a little snake to the next destination. It is amazing. I just had to point that out while these medevacs are crossing.
It's gonna be crazy, and this timing attack from our Terran is gonna be devastating because right now our Zerg is going up to layer. He doesn't have any Roaches, he hardly has an army, and he has nothing in production. This is gonna be crazy right now. The medevacs are here. The Ignite Afterburners goes down. He's gonna drop all of these Hellbats. This is gonna be crazy.
Oh my god, will 14 Lings be able to combat this?
Oh my god, and they just
7 Lings just melted. Everything is melted, even the queens are melting, the drones are getting out of the way, starting to mine there at the natural. Roachhorn is being placed, but it is not going to finish, and he is not going to be able to protect. He's putting down 5 spine crawlers, but they are not going to finish in time, and these battle Hellions are just, they're going to kick some butt here.
The Hellbats indeed are killing everything. Oh, and they're getting healed by the medevacs at that, and oh my gosh, there's so many drones here. Oh, drones, no, oh my gosh, are they gonna?
Oh my god.
They lived, Tara, they lived.
That is something very interesting to note, that in Heart of the Storm, the battle Hellions are bio units, so they do get healed by the medevac, which is actually really interesting, and new possibilities have opened up with the Hellions and repairing them. I know I always hate bringing Hellions home who are a little bit hurt. Each of them are a little bit hurt, and I hate like justifying taking off SCVs to repair. And it looks like, oh my god, Uberdabbing is going to pick off the rest of those drones, even the ones with the poor minerals that didn't get to go back to the hive. GG by Sushi Slayer. Amazing, and it looks like Storm8 has taken this series by storm.
Storm8 is our winners. They did take it by storm. They brought the thunderstorm on that with hail and wind and everything that implies, including Hellbats dropping from the sky on your mineral line.
That was awesome play. That was really interesting. I really like this. Oh, this new meta is like, it's driving me wild. I can't wait to start actually playing Heart of the Swarm and getting into it and learning new builds for this expansion. I can't wait until it releases.
Uberdabbing has shown me something crazy. The Hellbat drop that happens at about the 7-minute, 8-minute mark, depending on how many Hellbats you have. If you have 4 with like 1 medevac, then you can get there a little earlier. But I like the way that he did it. He kind of went all in with it. You know, assuming that, let's say a Zerg opponent had, he wasn't teching to Hive and he had already gotten some Roaches out, then that actually wouldn't work. That attack wouldn't have worked at all, and the Roaches would have been able to rout the Hellbats. But at the same time, it could still be a very safe attack. It's just that doing it off of one base is really all in because you're so far behind if that attack fails. You have to do a lot of damage. That and the Hellbats aren't very mobile, so if the drones are just able to get away to the natural expansion like you saw Sushi Slayer do, then if the roaches come out, you should be able to you save all of your drones just well. So I think Sushi Slayer handled it really well. He just he wasn't able to spot the Hellbats coming soon enough, so he didn't have the roaches out.
Absolutely. I mean, in Wings of Liberty, you see often about at the 9-minute mark, you see Hellions running across the map, seeing if they can get into the Zerg player's base and do a little bit of damage on those workers. But this is a whole new thing that we can do with the Battle Hellions now against Zerg players that kind of makes it so that the wall off isn't going to be that big of a deal. Roaches aren't as mobile. You can just drop them up in the main base, and it's pretty exciting. Really exciting to see how that works out in pro games. In the pro circuit.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be us for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time in week number 4 of the After Hours Gaming League. And we'll see you next week.